Hello everyone. So I have finally finished the full tea bag or used tea bags journal. It's 100% made of tea bags only, including the ephemeras inside. So um, as you can see, I just used, I glued few tea bags together, then stamped on them and cut out the individual pictures. So there are not many ephemeras. I didn't decorate the pages too much. I kind of like the way the pages look from the tea bags. Just little info, approximately how many tea bags I used. I do not know, I did not count. But for example, this page has 16 tea bags. So the double page, it's 32, right? So the double page is 32 tea bags, and this is only one layer. So for example, this one, as you can see, it has different kind of tea bags, the long ones. Yeah, I have here the tea bags that I use. So I have used this kind of small tea bags, and then there are a little bit bigger tea bags. Then I had these kind, but not many. I think I had maybe 6 of those tea bags. And then I had these lovely big ones. They are tea bags for like a full big kettle, so you can fit more tea in, because I buy herbs, and I put them in the tea bags. So I bought the tea bags, empty tea bags, and I'm using those and these kind of tea bags. So I had lots of friends and family members collecting them for me who like to drink tea. So through the time, I managed to collect quite some. And as I'm saying, so for example, this page has 3 layers of these long tea bags. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there is still 1 layer inside. So 6, 7. So this page is made of 7 tea bags. This page, from the feeling, I can feel that the top layer was these tea bags, and under it there are these little ones, which is the middle part, and then came another layer of this one to make it more smooth on the surface. So those are 3 layers. So if I count here, well, it's 1, 2, 3, so it's 9 small ones, 2 big ones here, 1, 2, 3, 3 big ones here. So we are at 14. So this is 14 tea bags. So I think you can do more or less calculations for yourself that it was really few. It was like 1 year or 2 years of collecting tea bags from multiple people, including me, to actually be able to create this kind of a big journal that I always wanted to make. So there is just sewing here around. It was a dark brown thread. It's not a black one. I just prefer to do dark brown. Yeah, ephemera is just stamping, and as I said, all used just tea bags. That's all I used, tea bags. I really love the texture, the feeling of the tea bags under my fingers. I didn't cover it with anything, so it is tea bag as it is, not covered with any varnish or gesso or anything. So I really love the colors and the feeling of it. So there are some pages that are thicker. I gave it quite some layers. I made the previous journal only of 2 layers and I found it too fine. So these are made of 3 layers. So each page has 3 layers. Some, as I say, are of thicker ones where I use these little ones, and some are feeling a little bit thinner when I used only these long ones, so it will feel a little bit thinner. Then there are those pages like this one where I just combined the little ones and they are just 1 layer. So for writing on it, be really careful, please, because with anything sharp you can of course rip the tea bag, so you have to be really gentle, but it is possible to write on the pages if you are careful enough, or you can just add some photos. Why not? I mean, you can make it and turn it into some kind of a photo album journal. The pages are very soft, as you can see, so you can fold them, and actually binding it all together, that was like real misery, to be honest, because when you have a paper to saw through, it's the paper holds strong enough to go through, yet this just folds and bends and runs away from the needle. So the binding was looking really ugly here, and I covered it with few more tea bags to fit it in. So these leaves have sewing, so I sewed, and also these, I think, on the last page. There we go. The rest is stamped. So this is it. This is the whole journal. Here we go. Quite a thick one. I really love it, and I think it is this will be very hard goodbye to sell it. I'm still reconsidering if I will be selling it or if I will be keeping it. I will still see about it. Here I still wanted to show you, there are also tea bags that are out of different kind of materials than paper. This seems to be like a tea bag paper or something, right? So this is actually, I don't know, some kind of fabric or something. It's just difficult to rip, and you can see that it just doesn't look like a usual tea bag. So this also, I couldn't use those because just my glue, I used a normal glue stick, and I used also medium gel, if I'm not mistaken, but nothing wanted to glue this. They just did not hold. They just kept peeling off no matter what. And I didn't want to use any kind of harsh glue combining this and this, so I just excluded these kind of tea bags. The only way I used them was on some of these ephemera that I cut here. This oh, how do you call this? I cannot get it to my head right now. So these little pieces here, that's made out of this. So that's what they were good for, pretty much here also. So ruffle, that's what I was looking for, the word ruffles. So I made those ruffles with these tea bags, but I don't find them very practical for gluing. Here still again a little example I already did in the previous video, a little example of writing on a tea bag. So as I said, you need to be really careful, don't use anything sharp. You see the edges, I tried to glue them as good as I could, but they will be still coming a little bit off, so you will have that through your writing if you're trying to write over these ones where there are small tea bags. Then there are pages where you have this kind of smooth that I put on the top one bigger piece of a tea bag. So let's test. Here we have it's like a permanent marker. Yeah. So let's write permanent. So that's how it looks like. And let's see. Well, we didn't get through, but on the thin pages, you will definitely get through. So it will just soak through and you will have the lettering coming on the other side if you use it on thin pages. So be careful about using those. So here we go. How it looks to write with these. So you can, but as I said, be careful. You can nearly see coming it through. So some of the pages or some of the points definitely will soak through, because some of the pages are thinner, some of them are thicker, on some of them the glue will hold it, on some of them may not. So be careful about that. This is a little bit finer marker. I don't even know what this is. This is 3+ broadliner, dry safe. Okay, I think it's also a permanent. And here we go. I cannot write anymore. So here you go. Not coming through. But as I say, it's because this is a really thick layer and not all the pages are that thick. So be careful about that. And we have a ball pen. Ball pen. This is the cheapest one I found. So you can use ball pen to write on. Here you go. And I would recommend some good ball pen, because that's there you are sure that it will not go through and it is still visible and works kind of well. So I would recommend to use some good ball pen that has not very sharp point. I think I had here one with sharp point and it was ripping the paper, so be careful about that. All right, that's all. Thank you for watching. Bye.